There's just one place to go for all of your ladder needs. Ladder City! Ladder City! A giant warehouse of ladders for every occasion. Thousands to choose from in every shape, size, and color. And because we eliminate the middleman, we can sell all our ladders factory direct to you. Where do you go if you want to buy some name brand ladders at a fraction of retail cost? Ladder City! Ladder City! And this weekend only, take advantage of our special liquidation sale. Buy 9 ladders and you get the 10th one for just 1 penny.
Make sure every winter boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, and scarf, and ski pants is ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Order your pizzas and order
coming
your
up
Chinese
in a
food.
few
Buy
moments,
cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke,
the weather with Frankie McDonald.
Make sure if your furnace is ready,
There we go.
turn on your furnace to keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea, keep you warm. Make sure if your shovels, snow
Frankie McDonald, how are you today?
I'm doing great so far. There's a lot of people in the mall today. Back to school shop will be starting in August at the Mayflower Mall. Then I have a lot more people in the mall shopping for back to school things for kids.
Can we see them all, Frankie? The Mayflower Mall in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Okay, cool. Wow, it's really busy there. Did you have your lunch today yet?
East San Mario's Pizza.
If anybody has any questions for Frankie, ask on the YouTube chat board and I'll give your name a shout out. Sloppy, who lives in the Empire State Building, Sloppy's saying, did Frankie like school?
I liked school when I was a kid back then.
Those were the dark ages of Frankie McDonald when you were just a toddler, right?
Yeah.
Frankie, I have to tell you the truth. It's really hot here today. It's so hot, I can hardly focus. It must be 40 degrees here in Bay Sky Studios.
And Toronto's now under a severe thunderstorm warning.
All right, okay. So is it a lot of hot air hitting cold air kind of thing?
Yeah.
What's the weather in Montreal? Why is it so hot and humid here?
Because of the hot and humid, Bermuda high. Then they got a cold front that's going to bring thunderstorms in Montreal. And they got a hot air hitting all the way up to Norway, Finland, and Sweden next week.
We have a question here from Becky, and Becky is asking, was science his favorite subject?
Social studies, like maps and things like that.
Okay, and so you were studying maps when you were just a little kid.
Yeah.
So Frankie, what's the weather like right now in all of North America from east to west or whatever?
It's going to be really hot all across the entire continent. Even the heat next week, heat waves going to head all the way up to Ireland, Scotland, and England, France. It's heading all the way up to Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Sweden, and northwestern Russia.
Thank you, Frankie. Can someone on the YouTube chat board please look up Montreal weather and tell me what the weather is right now over here? We have Mike P. Mahone, the Can Man, here. Did you see that the Can Man was on Boston radio station, Frankie?
Yes, I seen it. He was on Boston radio station.
That's what you got to do, eh? You just walk into the radio station and you just got to tell the whole world about Frankie or the Bass Guy Show, right?
Yes.
So, Frankie, you've been really endorsing the Bass Guy Show. You doubled our numbers. You've been going on radio and everything, telling everybody about the Bass Guy Show. So I just want to thank you for that every time.
Yeah, I'm doing great so far. Mike the Can Man's on Boston radio station.
What if when Mike the Can Man left the radio station, he fell down the stairs and he had to go to the hospital? He went dum 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 dum.
He can't fix him, put him in the garbage. Then the police will show up at the hospital and say, "Doctor, you're under arrest."
And then when he gets home, and then he'll have to go to the shower and wash off, right?
Yeah, that means the doctor will be going to jail.
Yeah, I love your comedy, Frankie. So we have this report in Montreal today, 1 p.m. It's humid and mostly cloudy, heat warning, 84 Fahrenheit, humidity 68%, wind.
And it's heat waves hitting all the way up to Yellowknife too.
So it's 84 Fahrenheit, but it feels more like 90. But it's really,
That
really...
means even the hot air is going all the way up far north, all the way up to Nunavut. It's global climate change happening in the world. Burn a lot of fossil fuels in China and Russia. Burn a lot of fossil fuels in communist countries. It's like Donald Trump and Biff Tannen from the Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's uncanny, the resemblance between Biff and Trump, isn't it? And they were like the dark, evil overlords of the world, right?
Yes.
So what can we do to reverse climate change? Is it possible, Frankie?
Reduce burning fossil fuels over in China.
Well, that's why I'm not using an air conditioner, because it's the you have to get rid of the air conditioner. It uses bad gases. I know it keeps you cool, but just open the window and use a fan, right?
And did you hear about that in China? They don't have windmills over in China.
No, they don't do wind farming for energy, no?
They burn a lot of fuels over there. And like communist countries, they don't do windmills in communist countries.
Mike P. Mahone is saying, yes, Greg celebrated his 7,000th show from WAAF on the radio station, WAAF. Have you done any radio interviews lately yourself, Frankie?
I did a radio interviews in Wisconsin radio station in Stateside.
Okay, the mailman is here, so I don't know if we'll get any mail. How's your P.O. box doing, Frankie?
What?
You told me you got a P.O. box. Remember we told you to get one once?
Yes.
So have you received any mail yet, or not so far?
I received the mail for the Kevin and Bean show in Los Angeles.
Aha, you got the life-size cutout cardboard thing of Frankie going around the world, right?
Kevin and Bean show and Gary and Dino show are two different radio shows. The cardboard cutouts heading to somewhere else now.
And you also mentioned the Bass Guy show on We Don't Have Cookies, right?
Yeah.
I'll need to. Should I ask them to be a guest on their show and vice versa?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to ask Jason Marshall. We don't have cookies.
Are you on their show sometimes?
I'm on their show as well.
Every week, or when are you on their show, Frankie?
They're gonna let me know yet.
And Robin Slim will be kicking back into gear in September, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how about films? What's on at the box office this weekend?
They didn't make that much money for Lion King so far.
Okay, so it's not made as many sales as they thought, I guess, right?
No. And did you hear about that Ryan Rosicki's going back to Hamilton, Ontario at the end of July to do more training and doing more running and training and endurance training and things like that. He's getting ready to fight that Russian guy on September 7th.
Wow, that's just like the movie Rocky, isn't it?
And Ryan Rosicki is fighting on October 19th at Center 200.
So Ryan Rosicki is a boxer from Sydney, Nova Scotia. And where does he stand right now? Has he won any championships or anything lately?
He won a lot of championships. He won a lot of fights.
I like what Sloppy said. Sloppy's saying they should focus on original films, not remakes. They seem to just be rehashing everything. We need new films.
And did you hear about Face App?
Yes, I did. I put a picture up of a skeleton and said it was my face. I saw your Face App. Apparently some people think it's people collecting your face identity and then they sell it to the Russian government to build the space station on the moon. What about Face App, Frankie? Did you use it?
I used it, and I just make celebrities older.
It's pretty fun, to play around with apps and post it and stuff. When you post stuff, Frankie, you get thousands of views.
Yes, an original picture of myself.
Here's a question from Zeppelin in Texas. She's saying, what is Frankie's next earthquake prediction?
Somewhere in California or New Zealand or Japan.
Okay, and is there any events coming up in Sydney, Nova Scotia this month?
Sydney Harbour Funk Festival, that was the first full week of August. Formerly Action Week.
Oops, what happens for the Harbour Festival?
What?
Did you say there's a Sydney Harbour Festival?
Sydney Harbour Funk Festival, formerly Action Week.
Okay, and are the tourists coming in now from Florida and stuff on the big boats?
They'll be doing that in September, and once the cruise ships kick up in the high gear.
So they come from America because the weather's hot, and they come to Nova Scotia to cool down, right?
Yes, for them.
Wow, that's what people...
Down in Florida, this is their kind of winter right now there.
People in India go up to Darjeeling. They go up in the mountains to cool off.
Yeah, people in those third world countries.
What's happening right now in Nunavut in Siberia?
It's really, really hot in Siberia right now.
So, I forgot. It's Friday, so you're working your shift at the Mayflower Mall today.
Yes, I'm working at the Mayflower Mall right now. And did you hear about that? Some of those people in Central Africa, they got the mountains to get cool off too.
Can you suggest any ways for Bass Guy to cool off It's really, really hot here.
Need to go swimming. That's number one.
I also have a trapped nerve. I hurt my arm by doing too much drums and stuff like that. So I should go to the pool, and cool off, go swimming.
Yes.
I think when it's really hot in our town, they let people swim in the pool for free, Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about movies, yesterday there was an orchestra playing in the park, and they were playing all stuff like Star Wars and Batman and Spider-Man. And what are some of your favorite theme and classical songs in movies, Frankie?
I saw the original. I saw the Andre R.I.O.U. It's returning to theaters on July 31st, like the orchestra guy.
Zeppelin is asking, did Frankie watch Lion King movie? Did he like it?
I'm watching that tonight.
Billy asks, do the chickens have large talons?
What?
That's from Napoleon Dynamite. Have you seen that film, Frankie?
No.
It's a comedy film. Sloppy's saying, go swim in the lake with the beavers. Have you ever seen a beaver before, Frankie?
What?
What kind of animals do you get where you live? Do you get beavers and skunks and raccoons and?
It's like a fox.
Oh, you've seen?
Like...
Oh, we have a message. Let me just take. Let's just take Periscope here. You have some questions here from Periscope, so let's be kind and ask the Periscope questions. So 1 second here. Hi, Frankie. So hot in Toronto. So we have. Could you say hi to our friend Boo Boo?
Hi.
This is behind the scenes. So we're on Periscope right now, and there's 40 people watching, and we have usually 5 to 10 people watching on YouTube. So we have about 40 or 50 people watching right now. Is there anything you'd like to say to those 40 or 50 people, Frankie?
My name is Frankie Dow. I was born in April 24th, 1984. I was born and raised in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I went to swimming, walking, running, swing on the swing, playing when I was a kid. I graduated from Academy in 2004. Then on December 27, 2007, I did the very first video of the scenery. On December 16, 2009, I did the very first video of myself. Then June 2010, I did the very first viral video. Severe earthquake warning for California in September 2010. Got 650,000 views for my video. Made a Tosh.0 Season 2, Episode 13.
And how can people go on to the internet to find your book and bobbleheads and all that?
Search Frankie McDonald bobblehead. Search Frankie McDonald action figure. Search Frankie McDonald book.
What kind of foods and liquids should I be consuming when it's this hot, Frankie?
A lot of water.
I got my water right now. Maybe stuff like watermelon. That has a lot of water. It's Billy says, tell Frankie my YouTube has up to 20 followers now. It's up to 20. Sloppy says that Frankie is a wise businessman.
I got 205,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
That's a lot of momentum that you have, eh? You can, like, a lot of energy that you can do with all those people watching. I read the comments.
A lot of people download the Face app.
What's that? A lot of people are downloading Face app right now.
100 million people download the Face app around the world.
Who owns Face app? Do you know?
The Face app is like a changing faces and aging things.
Do you think the developers of the app are super rich now?
Developers.
The people who made Face app, they must be rich now, like Mark Zuckerberg. I heard that Bill Gates went down to from number 2 to number 3. He's now the 3rd richest person. He would be the richest person in the world if he didn't donate all his money to charity, though.
Yeah.
We have your friend Rob Preston here from Steel City, Frankie.
Hi, Rob. I'm doing great so far.
Rob says Frankie has a turtle on his shoulder.
I don't see a turtle on the shoulder.
Oh, man. I hate to be the one to tell you this, Frankie, but you've got the Millennium Falcon on your left shoe.
I don't see a Millennium Falcon at all on the left shoe.
So here we have Free to Laugh now, my friend Chris, and he's saying, Frankie, any earthquake predictions for San Francisco?
Anytime soon.
So, yeah, we're having fun. And Billy D's saying, throw him in the garbage.
Throw him in the garbage. Throw the guy in the garbage. Doctor getting in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. What if the doctor actually fixed the guy? What if he just fixed him? Then what would happen if he was all
Doctor
fixed?
won't get in trouble.
He'd just walk out the door and go home and make a sandwich and go back to work, right?
Then he have to recover him.
Oh, I'm so hot, Frankie. It's hard to focus, but it's been I love when you call. I love talking to you, and I think you're doing amazing things. I was going to say, I keep reading the comments on your videos, and everyone keeps saying, like, Frankie is amazing, and Frankie is so funny. And
That's why Robert Slim takes summer off.
One guy wrote me privately yesterday saying saying good things about you. He was saying that Frankie's amazing. He said that you're educating the world. You're teaching the world, like, about what's good in the world.
That means that people can subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, and you have to subscribe to the Frankie's YouTube channel. Check out his Facebook and Twitter and his Instagram, and even his TikTok now, right?
Yes.
Frankie McDonald, here's a question from Free to Laugh Now. Frankie, any first snow prediction for Canada?
Sometime in November or October. In some places, even September for Alberta. Or the end of August, and somewhere in the mountains now, where like Crow's Nest Pass.
I remember as a kid, it would always have the first snowfall just around my birthday, October 19th. But it seems to snow much later now.
In Alberta, get the first snowfall in August.
Is there snow in the world anywhere right now?
Queenstown, New Zealand's one of them. Aleutian, Argentina, that's another. And southeastern Australia, that's another.
And South Africa's having their winter too, eh? It's rainy and windy.
Yeah.
And cool. If you could go anywhere in the world right now in a super fast car, where would you go?
Down to Ellen Show and Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, David Letterman, and Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels, and all those big guys.
I like the way you're thinking, Frankie. You want to move to California, where Hollywood is, right?
There's all the VIP people who's correct. It's like they got movie stars, they got their own bodyguards.
Well, I think in my lifetime, I'm going to see Frankie McDonald in Hollywood. I think it's very possible, Frankie.
Then after that, then they have to have bodyguards, they have to have all those guys. They have to have a private jet, just like other famous people.
Yeah, because if in some countries, like, people like crowd around you and they all want your autograph and everything, so you have to have like guys in big suits with sunglasses on, right?
Yeah, it's like all those actors and all movie stars and rock band like Steve Tyler, Athero Smith, and Mark Zuckerberg, creator of Facebook.
Yeah, they're super, super ultra famous. What do you think it's like to be that famous? Is there any difficulties? But is it hard? Like, you can't just go shopping, though. You have to bring your whole staff with you, right?
It's like Mark Zuckerberg has his own staff.
Well, I think you're going to have your own staff one day, too, Frankie.
It's just like Mark Zuckerberg and all those actors and things like that.
It's amazing how far we've come, from the internet. It was the guy called, his name was Planck. He helped develop the first computer or algorithm, I think, or code in World War II, 1945. And he came up with this code, and then it didn't get used till 1998. It lay dormant. It was asleep, and they brought it back to life. Do you remember being a kid?
Back in 1998, used to be chat lines back then.
I remember when Pong came out, Frankie. I was like 6 years old, and we hooked up the television, and you could play table tennis on your television.
Microsoft made those smartphones back in the last decade. It was really expensive back then. Now, these Android smartphones now. Microsoft and BlackBerry used to make smartphones back in 2004.
Yeah, and then there was the Mac, Apple computer, and there was ColecoVision, and then Sega, and then Nintendo, and then all these video games. And now everybody has computers in their pockets that are more powerful than computers in the 90s.
That means FaceApp must be going downhill now because of scandal.
What's the scandal? Is there some scandal?
It's on the news and everything. It's on CBC, CTV, Global. It's on CNN. It's on BBC. It's on RT. It's on NHK Japan and everything. It's on ABC Australia. It's on Sky News and everything.
Okay, I'll have to check that out on the news then. So, Frankie, before we go, final weather prediction for this weekend.
It's going to be a heat wave all across North America, and it's going to be heat wave heading towards Europe, and even up northern Europe, Norway, Finland, Sweden, England, Ireland, Scotland, and all these places, and France and Spain again. I'm Frankie McDonald. You're listening to Bayside Radio Show.
Frankie McDonald,
Be
ladies and
prepared.
gentlemen.
Make sure every winter boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, and scarves, and ski pants is ready. Order your pizzas and order your Chinese food. Buy cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke.
Summertime and the living's easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton's high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, nothing can harm you. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. And the living's easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton's high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, baby, don't you cry. 'Cause nothing else matters.
So someone's asking for Nothing Else Matters. I don't know it. I was in a battle of the bands in high school. It was a different high school than mine, but I was the bass player, and we won. And we won like $400 and got in the paper and stuff for Metallica. So over here on Periscope, we have, it's way too hot for me to try to do the show all fancy. We have Periscope over here on my telephone. You can see them there. And there's 60 to 70 people watching live there right now. And here on YouTube, we have 4 people. So I have my show on YouTube. And if you go to YouTube, there's all these different scenes. There's 3 cameras, there's 2 computers, 2 mixing desks, drum set, all these graphics, and you can watch it and hear it in HD. But there's like 7 times more viewers on my telephone just watching this side of my gut. I don't know how the internet works. It's really hot, and Larry is passed out in the washroom. Here's Show and Tell. You're watching the Bass Guy Show, episode 1,000,000,007. Okay, so let's go have a look now at Show and Tell. Here is, I think this is the truck backing up. Doesn't get more exciting than this, kids. Now there's a lot of beeping and all that, so I'm going to turn down the volume and just talk through the whole thing. So Bass Guy's show has different segments, and this segment is called Show and Tell. And it's to put a little bit of variety in the show. So here's our street corner at midnight, and the sidewalk has an unusually large curb, so it's like half a foot drop. So he's going onto the sidewalk and then falling off onto the road, and then the whole truck was shaking, and it was like 20 feet in front of my face. So it was like, if it blows up, there's no more show. Wouldn't that be fun? That was like 11 p.m. I'd be so livid. It was midnight. Everyone woke up. And if it blew up, man, that would be it. Let's listen in. The company is called TriMat. TRIMAC. TriMac. Sorry, TriMac. It's a huge, massive truck of hot dog water mixed with jazz gas. Extremely toxic. Hot dog water and jazz gas. So there's the truck trying to back up, TriMac. I think it's from the States. And right now here in real time, there's trucks going by non-stop because they're constructing a block away from my house. And they've dug a hole like 40 feet in the ground. And it's taking about 2 months. And there's concrete and gravel trucks going around the block non-stop for the last 3 weeks. It's super hot. We've run out of money. Enlightenment Industries is in crisis, and we're trying to reach our goal of paying the expenses of the show. So if you want to help out,
put together.
I don't know. I give up. I'm tired. Sorry.
Area. This happens
Often. I've never seen anything this long. Scarlett wants out.
Tried to do a hairpin corner, and he's breaking the neighbor's trees and whatnot.
So that concludes part 1 of our show and tell. Larry does some watch this. Larry does some fantastic zooming here. Does some filming on fleek filming. Jeeve wants you to show Periscope. Show him what though? Okay. Okay, so there's part 1. And then for show and tell, we were going to the store and there's a flippin' orchestra in the way. And here's the orchestra. Let's see if we get copyright for this.
personnes de Bellevue pour son accueil, pour son invitation. On était très contents de passer cette partie de soirée avec vous. On espère que ce ne sera pas la dernière fois.
More! Play more! Another one!
Musicale de Marlène Maillat.
Thank you all for coming tonight and have a great evening.
Bonne soirée tout le monde. Merci pour votre accueil.
Show and tell, it's what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guys, show and tell. Show and tell.
So Sloppy says, I played in a high school marching band and I'm triggered. That was, yeah, that's fun to be in an orchestra or a band. That's a local community orchestra from the next town over the bridge. I guess it's quiet right now, eh? It's summer and it's quiet and everything, so... Oh, God. So, I'm really sorry about this. There's someone knocking on my window. 1 second. Larry! Sorry about that. There's always something at the window. Thank you, Frankie McDonald, for calling in with the weather. So I did Summertime today. I didn't practice it or learn it or prepare it. I just did it. And I'm all over the place. I'm screwing up the chords and everything. So by no means do you ever think that I sit down anymore and practice all the songs and everything. Because I'm spending all my time on the internet and social media. Most Fridays are a cause for celebration. So if you're out there on this hot day, remember to use sun cream, drink lots of water, maybe take the family out camping, get out the house, leave the phone in the car, go out and be at one with nature and the squirrels and all the little furry chipmunks and shit.
beginning. The force of the beginning.
Happy Friday, everybody.
'Cause we've gone too far. Forget who we are. So let's raise the bar and our base sky coffee cups to the stars. Up all night to the sun. Up all night for good fun. Up all night to get sun. Up all night to get lucky. Up all night to the sun. Up all night for good fun. Up all night to get sun. Up all night to get lucky. 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 We up all night to come too far. Up all night to get to forget. Up all night who we are. Up all night to get lucky. So let's up all night to get play good fun. Up all night to get lucky. Up all night to get lucky, 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 lucky. The present has no ribbon. Your gift that keeps on giving. What is this that I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. So let's raise the bar and our Couche-Tard coffee cups to the stars. Up all night for the sun, up all night for good fun, up all night to get sun, up all night to get lucky, up all night for the sun, up all night for good fun, up all night to get sun, up all night to get lucky.
I think you'll see the advantage of doing exactly what we've been asking you to do. Really decide to join us.
Work on that great spaceship. What? No, New York. Center of London. And the Diet Building in Tokyo. Right here, Tiger.
A startling discovery is made.
In a telescope. The GP object lens has been smashed. What? The lens? Look.
Cause we've come too far to forget who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. Up all night to the sun, up all night to the dawn, up all night to the sun, up all night to the dawn, up all night to the sun, up all night to the dawn.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity offer. No purchase necessary. Please have your coupons ready when calling the hotline. This Platinum Double Draw bonus deal, available to selected customers, is now exclusive to high-purchase bronze card dealerships with the postcode area of your safety deposit mailbox. For every confirmation of entry code, a deluxe keychain, genuine polyester...
Okay, I didn't realize how long I've went on, and it's hot, so that doesn't make any sense. I should do a short show. Sometimes I do a show that's just, over an hour, so I apologize for doing too much stuff today. Thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show. I totally appreciate it. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Sloppy. Thank you, Van Goat. Thank you, everybody who watched today. I appreciate it. Hello, Dan Alexander. Welcome to Dan Alexander and everybody. Replay viewers as well. Everybody have a great weekend. You just watched yourself episode 1097 of the Bass Guy Show. Today is July the 18th. July the 19th, sorry. 2019. You can check out my albums on jackcasey.bandcamp.com. Thank you for your time, for supporting live music, and for being awesome. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.
stay in touch and not lose that contact. Because it's good contact. It's important. Because when we die, we're going to go on living in another format. Bass guy loves you. No fear. Bass guy.
Please stop. Thank you. And that's the show. Can you believe that I do this 3 times a week? Crazy. Take care, Ryan. Take care, everybody. It's time to go now. If you would like a Bass Guy Show cup, I'll show you how in a minute. This is a unique handmade one, though, painted by our friend Deborah. So thank you, Deb, for sending this in to me. We do have Bass Guy Show cups and shirts and V-neck, with the fishnet t-shirts. You can get all that stuff. If you would like to check out some of our Bass Guy merch, then just click on this cup. You can click on this beard brush if you want to check out our latest video, and then you can click on my face to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.